I'm with the big general, aka the big stepper.
My man, Mikey T, what's up, man? What's going on with you, man?
Reed Dollaz had damn near 1 million subscribers on MySpace.
Come on,
This was Math Hoffa before Math Hoffa. That's like
talk about
saying I went diamond on Napster.
it.
You gotta be a legend to say stuff like that, man. You've got to
Okay.
be Soldier Boy to say stuff like that, Reed.
Well, actually, you got to be Reed to say stuff like that because I was out before Soldier Boy, and the facts are proven. YouTube actually tweeted me a few years back. U.S. rapper Reed Dollaz was no stranger to YouTube in the years 2006 when the platform launched. I think 3 months after it launched, we uploaded. The battles got uploaded, so I might be first, Soldier Boy, on that
People ask, how did you go diamond on Napster, Soldier Boy?
one.
Oh, I renamed my song 50 Cent in the Club.
Uh-huh.
Y'all, this was before Instagram. I don't know if
Exactly.
he has 800,000 real Instagram followers, but I know that he has 800,000 real MySpace followers. Authentic,
Hmm.
not bots.
Yes.
I can't say the same for some of y'all today. So Reed Dollaz, welcome to the show.
Man, I'm honored to be here, Mike. I watched your journey. You've been out here just like me. You've been out here for some years putting your work in. Years, man. And I'm just honored to be on the platform because we never got a chance to work. So salute.
I appreciate it, man. Reed, when you had your MySpace going crazy, did you set that direct to consumer? Because at that point, you didn't even need a label.
Right. Yeah. Back then, to be honest with you, we were babies and we had a lack of knowledge of business. To be honest, we were kids doing what we love. We were doing our passions. We didn't even know that shit was going to go viral the way that it went viral. These are kids from different sections of Philadelphia, just in the inner city, beefing with each other, going back and forth. And we was uploading it for us, for the hood to see, and it caught fire to the world. So we didn't really know about monetizing and getting money and selling music. Or we didn't. I just know about my top 10 friend list. Back then, worried about the girls. We wasn't really worried about that, but we made our money in the street. We made our money in the street with DVDs. I could tell you on some real shit. Before 17, I probably touched around maybe $60,000 to $70,000 off of DVDs and mixtapes through the Philadelphia and tri-state area, man. Like my OG had lists of fucking moms and pop stores across PA, Delaware, Jersey, and we would load the van up and physically with me in the car go to these mom and pops and sell these CDs, man. I used 15, 16 years old going to school, 1,500, 2,000 in my pocket off of my work. So we made a lot of money in the streets off of DVDs and mixtapes. But MySpace, we didn't really get it. YouTube either. I missed that wave too. But we coming for all that because uh, I put up so many millions of views on YouTube. I never got a chance to eat off of none of that because people were uploading those videos. Like when you go to the old Reed Dollaz videos, want to say 6 million views, but it'll say some guy name. We don't even know this guy, but he had the knowledge back then to go home and upload this shit. And I'm quite sure he probably seen a pretty penny from that. And we coming for everything that's old. So definitely it was a lack of knowledge of the business.
Back then, it was just about uploading the material online, for the history of it, which you did make. Can you tell me about your early life? Where did you grow up? How many siblings did you have?
For sure. I'm the oldest, three siblings. One passed away, my little brother. 1986, November 5th, Southwest Philadelphia, born to the projects, Bartram Village, raised by my grandmother. Mother, 86 was around the time that crack cocaine hit. My beautiful queen, she fell victim to the streets and she got caught on that. So my grandmother raised me since I was 2 weeks old, uh, and my grandfather before he passed away. Um, Had salmonella, fresh out the hospital, 2 weeks old, fresh out the hospital. My mom bring me home. She was in the drug infested areas. Maybe sat my bottle down on the nipple of the bottle, got something on it. I caught salmonella. I was in the hospital for 8 months. My grandmother said I was so small that you can hold me in your goddamn palm, and they would come sit with me every day and whisper in my ear and pray over me. And grandpa, he used to call me tough guy, you gonna make it. And here we are today. But yeah, I'm from that. We from and there's nothing to praise, but we from that. We from the gutter. We from the trenches. I know what that struggle like. You know what I'm saying? We went to project to project. And when we left the projects, we went to the gutter on a small block, like the trenches. You know what I mean? 58th and Greenway, Southwest Philly. I come up under Takedown Records. Ace Capone, Tim Gotti. They got indicted back in 2000 and I might have the year wrong, maybe uh, 4, 5. Make the long story short, uh, $100 million cocaine operation in Philadelphia. Major players, you know what I'm saying? Ace Capone, Tim Gotti, Takedown Records. Um, I came up under them. When I was 15, they wanted to sign me. I'm always in the streets rapping it like they wanted to sign me. They came to my grandmother. My grandmother didn't let me sign that shit. She knew that they was, dope boys. I was too young to sign, and she really saved my life because like 2 years later they got indicted. But yeah, I come from real shit, real shit. My father was in a JBM. You know what I mean? Back in the '80s, Junior Black Mafia in Philly. Y'all can do your research. A lot of real shit, and these things are not to be, praised because there's a lot of stupid shit when you get older and see it. That the streets will trick you out your spot, but neither here nor there. Built on a lot of real shit. My foundation is solid.
Can you tell me about being from Southwest Philly? Like, what does that mean? Like, why do people from Philly, they say, I'm from North, I'm from South? Were all the sections beefing?
Nah. It's just sections of the city, and people, they just rep where they from. I guess that's the culture. That's in our blood. That's how we raised. So if you're from North, you rep North Philly. But it was not. It's little beef. Philadelphia is not a gang related city, so it ain't like niggas is. Well, now it is maybe with this newer generation. I've been hearing little things, watching YouTube clips, how there's little gangs and stuff going on. But I feel like the culture changed in Philadelphia. What I mean? Ever since like the Chicago music came around and drill music came around, I feel like we lost our identity. I feel like the youngest started to rap like Chicago and grow dreads and talking about on foe in them and using the slang and it just went left. But I don't know, man. It's crazy, Mike. Like, you know what I mean?
When you were growing up, how was it? Were you allowed to go to North or East Philly? Was
Yeah,
that allowed because you were from West?
yeah. I never had a problem in my city. Period. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a global type guy. Like I was good in all parts. You know what I mean? Because it's all about how you carry yourself. You know what I mean? If you walk around with your chest out, you're gonna get what you're looking for. I was never that type of guy. I've never been no bitch either, and I'm not no pushover, but I just don't carry myself like that. You know what I mean? So, it was just always love with me, man. I always, niggas knew my G. I respected niggas respected me. And I was always good wherever I went in Philadelphia. So I never had those problems. If you look back when me and Meek was beefing, rap beef, it was not beef because niggas really died over that shit. Like when we was going back and forth, um, I was on his block. I was in North Philly. That was Berkeley Street. So I was always good. Like his hood loved me too. When I pulled up in his hood, all the young boys that never seen me because I'm not from there, they like, yo, that's Reed Dollaz in the flesh. Like they love me too. Philly, Philly a hard place, but Philly a place where if you faking and you trying to be something you're not, they're gonna pull your card. When you real, when you standing on what you standing on, and you are who you say you are, you good. Your ghetto past the stamp. So I was able to go wherever I please, and still to this day. I mean, I just came back today. We in the trenches. I'm not like the guy that's going like, even though I left my city, I've been out my city almost 7 years. I moved my family, my grandmother, she's still living, thank God, 78 years old. I moved us, out of Philadelphia, but I was in the trenches the whole weekend, man. Like, I'm not the guy that's going like, hey, let's get the hotel at the airport. It's my city. I really was outside, feet on the land. Like we was walking through the hood when we was teenagers. Like I didn't walk this whole shit. I know everybody from the aunties. How you doing, Miss Gloria? Like, yeah, kissing babies, feet on the land. So, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, the ghetto is it's a love and hate relationship. It's a beautiful, ugly place, if that makes sense. There's a lot of good people there faced with a lot of things that they just gotta deal with right now, you know, unfortunately, but it's a lot of beautiful people there.
How did the streets influence you at an early age? And what did you see? Did you really see the stuff that you rap about in your bars? Like, did you really see someone get stripped naked?
Yeah, listen, man, my life is as real as it get. Coming off my step once again, and I know you're gonna do your research on it, and we'll touch back on it. But Takedown Records was some heavy guys, and they were from my side of town. Imagine this: imagine being 11 years old, you know, and you've been in Philly, you know what's up. So you know about these small gutter little blocks, these little skinny small blocks. You know, we got the Poppy store, the bodega, we got that right there on the corner. And imagine coming outside at 11 years old and seeing a Bentley on your corner. You see the guys down there with the flyer shit on, you know, shooting dice, you know, talking shit, and me not having a father figure. Remember, I told you my grandma raised me. So I was always looking for that. And when you know, I'm quite sure you understand. When you're 10, 11, you're coming into puberty. You want to, you know, you're curious. You need that male love. Like, what's going on? How can I be a man? What's a man? Like, I'm searching. So when I'm coming off this step and being around these you know, hood legends, these guys is getting money. I'm talking about super money. Like, you know, I wanted that shit. And my grandma would send me to the store, go get me some bread. She sent me at fucking 1 o'clock. She ain't see me till 4. I'm down there rapping for the old heads and yo, young boy, high eat fire. And you know, just an old soul. I was always a old soul. I'm trying to put you know, Belly. Remember when Nas walked up in the projects and the little homie was sitting on the bench? He was like, they tried to bag me on the roof. That's me. That's me, man. You know what I'm saying? 16, I went away to juvenile placement. So 15 years old, run away from home, feeling myself, you know, puberty, no man in the house. Grandma raised me, but there's only but so much she could do. And there's things that she couldn't. She always kept me good, but when I got older, things that she couldn't afford that I would want. So I would go do what I do, whether it was rapping or, you know, I tried the hustling route, you know what I'm saying? And thank God in my generation for having OGs that got me away from that. But I remember run away from home. Grandma ain't seen me literally 9 days crying, looking for me. Y'all seen Fareed? Like it was real. I'm in the crack house doing shifts, night shift. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping in the car. The crack house, the bando, it looked like a bando, but when you go through, the old heads had a motherfucking metal slot, a metal door, a big ass metal door installed on there, like with a slot, like on some jail type shit, serving fiends through the slot. Or if the boys, or if the cops would try to raid it, you know, it'd be hard for them to get in there. And when you come in the trap house in the bando, it's like a what do they call it? Like a like a breezeway. So when you come in, you got the first door, they put a piece of wood or a rug, and that would lead to the basement. This is real stories that I'm telling you. My life is crazy, bro. Like I really grew up around some player shit.
Reed, your lyrics are believable. When some other rappers say, we seen him get stripped down,
Hmm.
it's not as believable. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Hmm.
People who, watch battles, it's important for them to know that the artists are authentic.
Right.
What is it about Philly battle rappers or rappers in general that their lyrics don't get second guessed?
It's really all about your background, especially in battle rap. See, battle rap is funny to me because I am from that real place. I am the blueprint of it, and we created a platform where as though now in battle rap, you could be a whole fucking nerd. Like you could just be a nerd. Like you know, like there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I mean is, you could be a whole nerd working in 9 to 5 somewhere, doing this, doing that, and then you know when you off work, you transform. It's like Urkel when he got in the time machine and he turned his stuff on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what battle rap is. A lot of these dudes don't are not coming from these backgrounds. They're not living what they're saying, but they may be talented with the pen. And battle rap is the place for them and come and be that wannabe gangster that they want to be, and I'll shoot the family up and all, and people, like stop it, bro. So it's really WWE. Um, Back in our day, it wasn't WWE. Like battles were so different, so intense, so unpredictable. Now it's like scripted. Like you get 3 months to prepare for somebody. Like where the fuck they do that at? Like us, like when we grew up, you had to have a million bars on your brain. Like people don't understand what being a goat is and really putting in the work. Like we pushed our pens. Like you had to have a million bars on standby, bro, at all times. It was like gladiator school. So it was like you didn't even know who you were battling. You know, battles was orchestrated in the hood, where it's like we at the playground. They playing ball, dudes over there doing this. We over here in the circle rapping. Now we got the whole fucking basketball court around us. And my older homie and they older homie, and shit, we can bet it. Let's bet it. I got this one. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like you didn't even know who you was battling at times, and it wasn't even about if the rhyme was directed to the person. It was just more like made the best lyricist win, the best lyricist, best performer, everything. So who had the energy? Are you laid back and lazy with the flow, whatever? Like it was built on different things, man. So I feel like today it's a little watered down, but it is what it is. We created a platform to where these young brothers can get paid because back in our day, besides the side bets in the hood and all that, we wasn't getting paid to do this shit. I wasn't getting paid for none of this shit. So when battle rap came back later in life, when Smack built that platform and made this shit global and went out there and got that bag and was able to pay niggas, I came back outside for mine because of all the years that I missed. You mean to tell me I'm going to build something, not eat from it, and they giving money away now? I'm talking about, for some people, life changing money. It's all about the tier of the battle rapper. So if you a legend like myself, the Murder Moops, the bigger names, I battle Surf, all these dudes. These we talking, and I don't know their exact numbers. It's about what they negotiate, but we talking numbers like uh 50, 60. Uh, Cassidy got 200 because of who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. He got, because he big bro, so he got 200 to come back. Shit like that. It's life changing money in this battle rap shit, man. So yeah, I came back and ran it up. I think I pretty much battled everybody knew. You know what I'm saying? I was already goaded in my era. I could have just chilled, fall back, and lived off that. But just for my love for the culture, I wanted to come back and play and show these niggas that I could play on the court with these young dudes and get some of the old ones that I couldn't get. You know what I mean? So it's a blessing to still be here and uh, reap some of the benefits from that, and just still be here and be a part of this shit.
So what made you say I can make money and income off of this? Like what made you think battle rap or music in general could be your job?
I just felt like anything that you're passionate about, no matter what it is, I feel like what you put in the universe is going to happen. I don't know the time limit on it, right? But I was just passionate about it, like, and I preach that now to the young guys. I said, man, y'all got too much time on your hands. Some of the homies I may sit around sometime, no judgment to them. I'm like, I'll sit with them like for a day. We'll be vibing. I'm like, oh, and I'll just know in my head, I'm like, damn, like, what did you try to accomplish today? You gotta, and I tell these kids, you gotta find something that you love, something that you're passionate about. That passion kept me alive. That passion took me around the world, bro. Like, it's insane. It's like it's faith. It's like God believing in something that we can't see, but you feel it. You know what I mean? And here we are.
Did you have people telling you you're not going to make it? Did you have naysayers telling you it wasn't going to work out?
Of course, that's life. That's life, but that's needed also because I feel like if there was no, it's a yin and a yang everything. you wouldn't appreciate the sun so much. You know, if it was always just hot and sunny all day, you wouldn't appreciate it. You're like, God damn, we need to cool off, right? We need some rain or something, right? So it's always needed, bro. You need that. You know what I mean? Some people don't know where to put that hatred or how to flip that hatred. Like some people, crash out over shit like that. Me, I used to take that shit as like wood for like fire. Like, you know, you know what I'm saying? That's wood for the fire for me. So, I tell everybody keep pushing. It ain't about. That's why it's called a dream, bro. Because like the only person that really see this shit is you. You know what I mean? Some people gonna see the vision, but not everybody gonna get it until it's happening. So, um, yeah, of course, I've been through that. Shit, I was just in a slump not too long ago. I'm just getting out of this slump, bro. You wouldn't even believe the story. About a couple months ago, I wouldn't even be talking to you. I wouldn't have been politicking on social media, none of that shit, bro. Um, I've been sitting around for months, just chilling. My wife came to me one day. She said, "What's wrong with you?" I didn't have the funds because I'm independent. So I'm an independent artist. I'm like, yo, I got some great music, like great music, bro. Like I'm talking about great, my dog. And this, like I told you, the rollout is happening now. Just shot a video yesterday, but neither here nor there. My wife said, "What's wrong with you?" I'm opening around the house, playing the game all day, not doing shit with my life. I said, "Man, I'm just sitting on all this music, man. Like, shit make me feel like it's over. My biological clock ticking." And she said, not to get all deep. She's just like, "Baby, you got a studio downstairs. You need to snap the fuck out of it and get back in your fucking bag." And that's the best thing that she could have told me. And from that day, no exaggeration, from that day, I think later that day, I went down in the basement, dusted off equipment. And to fast forward this story, from that day, that was about not even 2 months, I have 60 new records. 60. 60, bro. So, you know, we could do it, man. You just gotta find that. You gotta find it. Like I had to find it again. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to dig deep and find this shit. And then what keeps me going is another thing about me is every time that I want to give up, other young legends say my name. I'll be in a slump. I'll be in my darkest slump. Nobody will know. I'm not tweeting about it. I'm not Instagramming. I'll be somewhere in my slump. And my man will call me. Yo, bro, you been on Instagram? Nah, what's up? Yo, such and such just said your name, bro. I'm like, what? For real? Go to the gram, check it. It bring me right back. How the fuck you gonna stop digging through the cave? We almost at the goal, baby. Every time that I be wanting to stop, it showed me.
We're gonna get into some of that as well.
No bullshit. But yeah, it's crazy, Mike. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, what was it about you? You know what I mean? What was it about you that the hood had been waiting for that made, so many people like that made you amass so many fans online and have so many people making pages of your music even?
I can't give you an answer for that, but I could tell you it's one hell of a blessing. Um, I, I didn't come up by myself. We all came from a kennel of rappers. So every time my name was thrown out there, it's always thrown out with dimensions of Meek Mills, Joey Jad, NH, Kaboom. Like we all came from a camp. I was always a team player. I always wanted my brothers to shine. And that's why we talking about a lot of dudes that just hate you for what they lack. And I noticed that when I got older, because I'm like, damn, I show this dude love, and I'm not even on what he think I'm on. I'm not selfish. I don't display that. I'm a team player. Here, bro, he go to rock, he go to assist. But they mad at you for what you attract. It wasn't playing, Mike. Just doing what I love, letting my talent show. Like they was letting their talent show. When it was my turn to go, we are. You know what I'm saying? It blew my mind, bro. I never thought I'd be going viral like that, bro. Like I said, I knew I was talented. Don't get me wrong. I had the hood on fire. Everybody knew. Before the world got me, Philadelphia knew. I was going through every part of this motherfucker, battling whoever. So that was already known. I knew I was confident and I was talented. But like I said, none of it was planned, bro. We just young kids going back and forth from different neighborhoods, battling with each other, just beefing. Just rap beefing. Who the best? Talking that shit. And before you know it, I wake up one day and it's like, yo, this video is at 2 million, bro. Yo, this one over here is at 6. Yo, this one over here 1.5. I'm like, wow, it's insane. So you know, it's God's will. You know what I mean? Like
You had damn near 1 million subscribers in the mid 2000s. In
like
2007, Reed Dollaz was more poppin' than damn near all the battle rappers.
for sure.
I just used the word MySpace with 1 million followers.
No bullshit.
This was before Instagram. There was a thing called AOL. And if you weren't popping on AOL, you weren't popping. I
Okay.
remember Soldier Boy around that time. You also
No,
had
for sure.
Mims. You had Mims
Yes.
back then.
Yes. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
how did you manage to get your name out around that time?
Just determination, man. When you got a will, when you determined on some shit, bro. Like when you really tapped into some shit and you determined on it, whatever that may be in your life, it's a different thing, man. You running off a different type of energy, bro. I was just killing everything moving. Opportunity was in my face. This DVD, this camera. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Come on, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Uh, Before you know it, planting those seeds. Oh, we got a fucking garden here. Um, it's amazing, man. It really is, bro. A lot of things I really can't give you the answers for because I be still mind bottled to the shit. Like, bro, like you wake up, you in fucking Eminem rap guy video. Like, I can't, I don't know. I don't know. I never even spoke to Eminem. I don't know. Why me? Why? It's a lot of greats like Lux, Mook, so forth, so on. But why me? I don't know. But I'm taking it as signs from God because every time that these things happen, I be finding myself in deep slumps, like not doing bad in life. I'm doing great at life, but musically, because I'm getting to an age where it's like I'm in my midlife crisis. I'm like, yo, I'm 38. I've been doing this since I've been 13, 14 years old. The world know me. My whole life is on the fucking internet. What are you doing at 38, bro? The battle shit. I gave a lot of my time to that. So, you know, it's just mind boggling, man. But it's crazy, Mike. It's been a crazy journey, dog.
Yeah, you're just starting again at 38, man.
Yep, but this one is fresh because this is
Yep,
me
you
doing
look fresh
something,
doing
yep,
it.
that I love to do. Yep, that I want to do.
So back then, did you have a management team behind you? Did you come to the realization like I need a manager? I'm too poppin'. I can't respond to all these comments.
Back then, in the beginning, when I first started MySpace, no, I ran my own MySpace. I got a management after I got signed. So we didn't get to that part. You know, it's stages of Reed Dollaz. Like it's different stages that a lot of people don't even know about. See, it's so crazy. A lot of people start the story at battle rap, too raw for the streets, but it's a Reed before that. Like it's crazy. We got the legacy of the Reed Dollaz in Philadelphia before the world got them with the takedown shit, a lot of street shit. Then I got a section of my life where I was going up New York heavy, and I used to be around Rob Bass and all that. My guy Kyle Rifkin, he does the singing joy and pain like sunshine and rain. A big OG homie from back in the 80s and stuff like that. He deals with Rob Bass. So he been in my life forever. He came down to Philly, told my grandma, listen, I got him. He like a little brother to me. We gonna take care of him like we are own. And she would let me go up New York, bro, on the Greyhound, 14, 15 years old. Kyle would meet me at Port Authority, you know what I'm saying? Right there waiting for me. You know what I mean? We go to Harlem, we go to the Bronx. I was working with arsonist that makes all the diplomats
Makers.
beats. Yeah, yeah, that's my guy. He know me.
Who's
See, yeah, real stories. You can ask him. He seen me at 14 in the studio, battling niggas in his studio. I used to do the Fight Club in New York with the battles. My life is crazy. I used to be at Dougie Fresh crib, Rob Bass, my big brother. It's a lot of shit. It's different. It's a lot of different shit. So, but I got signed at came on from placement 19. I signed at 18, about to be 19, to the Italians. And in Philadelphia, down here in South Philly. They created a group. They created a label, and it happened so random. Back to us distributing CDs and DVDs around the city, and my my big homie was he was promo crazy. Like this is the guy you want on your team to help like to promo your shit. Like he jumping out on everybody. Posters here, yo, take this. He was the guy that you wanted for promo. So to make this long story short, he went to traffic court. The fucking traffic court lawyer was an Italian named Vinny DeFino. After he won the case for him, they walked outside and he walked by his car. He said, "Oh yeah, this is my artist I'm promoting, man." Da 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 da. My CD wound up getting in that lawyer's bag. That lawyer's bag went home. That CD got taken out on the table. His 14, 13-year-old son at the time, that's in our age bracket, South Philly this is. So they're aware of what's going on in the culture with the battle rap. They're tuned in too. So when he seen the CD, he said, "Dad, you know Reed Dollaz?" And he was like, yeah, some guy I represented today, gave me the CD. He was like, dude, who's this guy? He's popular. He gets back on the phone, calls my guy. Hey, man, hey, your guy is pretty popular. My son went crazy for him. This, then, and the third. I got a friend of mine we've been thinking of doing some music stuff. 10th and Tasker, South Philly. We go down South Philly. We have a meeting. Long story short, within 2 weeks, contract is drawn up. Everything is talked out, what I want, and they wanted to build a label. They built a label around me. They advanced me. We did a lot of shit. That's where I put out that single, Toast to This. I was on Comcast On Demand. I was the first artist, one of the first Philadelphia artists to be on that. I had my video on there. We had a budget. I had a budget of like around 300 grand, $60,000 cash advance. In the contract, I was living at the Pier 3 on Delaware Avenue on the waterfront, boat houses. Uh, and this is at 19. Um, so before Meek was signed, before I was the first youngin out of that group to get signed, Meek got signed next. It was just to a major. I did an indie deal. And my deal didn't work, not because of us failing, but because of the Italians having lack of knowledge, being a new label. That budget got raked faster than you know it. Things that would cost maybe promo or radio or this something that would cost 10 grand, they would tell them 30. They ate that budget alive. You hear me? And when it was time to uh, like renegotiate, none of the investors wanted to come back to the table because it failed. And they also picked the wrong single. And this is why I've been independent ever since. This is my shit. Dollar Day Entertainment. I've been independent ever since because I wasted a lot of time with a lot of people in my life, in my career, and up to the reason why I'm this age now. I should have been out of here with a lot of shit, and it was just dealing with the wrong people. I had management in my life, the wrong management. Uh, guys that I believed in and thought they were this and that. I didn't have the connections, couldn't walk me into nothing, taking money on the side, doing weird shit. But the label, I would say, we're still friends to this day. The Italians, they took me in like family. They had every intention on making me a star. They didn't have the knowledge of the game, and like I said, nobody wanted to come back, and none of the investors wanted to come back. And I had to sit 4 years in that contract. So it was 4 albums, 4 years, whatever came first. And how it went was, if we give you 30 for the first advance, the second album be 60, so on, so on, so on. You advance me the first album, I give you a finished product of the album. You guys pick the single. I'm telling you guys coming from the street that this is not what we should be pushing out first. You guys are telling me, oh, you're young, you got the look, this is like a worldwide song, this can grab everybody, and we think we should go with this. You guys run the budget, right? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you guys, you got control of the budget. If that's what y'all want to do, you want to bank on that record, bank on that record. When it came out, Philly didn't like it. Was it a cool record? Yes, it was. But I felt like it was more like an album filler. Like, we went to Scott Storch, dog. We flew to Miami. These Italian guys I'm fucking with heavy. Scott Storch, South Philly. He in Miami. And this is the time when Scott is Scott. So,
Yep.
we
So
done, yeah. Yeah, shout out to Scott. He gave us the full layout. Come on, come to Miami. We got 2 beats from him. Laid some shit in the studio with him. I had Freeway on the album. I got 2 records with Nori. I think one of them got released. It should be on YouTube. Reed Dollaz featuring Noriega. You can check it out. It's old. But yeah, I had Nori on the album, Freeway, production by Scott Storch. And these guys want to pick the fucking wrong single. When I'm coming from the street, the streets is what got me to y'all. Don't change the narrative. Don't clean me up just yet. That's later in life. We ain't even made it yet. Keep it grimy. And they didn't understand where I'm coming from. It was like, nah, the girls like you, let's go with this and this is worldwide bullshit. And it fucked me over because, like I said, 4 years, 4 albums. You advanced me once. Okay, that's my advance. That's mine. I give you the product back. Here goes the album. You picked the wrong single. It doesn't do what you wanted to do. And now you want me, well, let's get back in the studio. No. The contract says each album I get advanced. Are you going to advance me again? Because no matter if the album came out or not, I gave you finished product. It's not my fault. You guys didn't promo it. You didn't push it. That's not up to me. I'm not the label. On my behalf as the artist, I gave you the work. So they wouldn't advance me again. I had to sit 4 years. That's when I went on a hiatus from battle rap, from music. I just sat. I was in a fucking depression. I had to build myself back up,
So
rebrand myself. Sorry
yeah,
about
that
that.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Take me into that whole episode with Scott Storch. Would you pull up to the Star Island
yeah.
crib?
We
How
was
did
in
it all
Star
go?
Island. Yeah. 40 foot yacht. Bugattis. 12 car. Maybe more than 12. 12 car. Full tour. The whole thing. Because at that
Armed
time,
security at the door?
yes, sir. Pretty much everywhere. He had like balconies and shit. His layout was crazy on Star Island. It's like it was some GTA shit, bro. Some Grand Theft Auto shit, like some shit I never seen. And I'm a kid, experiencing all these things. And this is the time that he had another Philly artist that he was trying to push, and I guess it didn't work
Nah.
out. But the guy Knox, come on, you know your shit. Shout out to my guy Knox because Knox actually made it better for me because as soon as I got to the crib, Knox was there. And he was like, Scott, you got real? No, this little nigga, he fire. So the cosign made it even crazier. But yeah, I actually got old pictures standing in front of Scott's crib, and Knox let me put on his big. That's when he had the big Philly hat chain, and he put it on me. He's like, "Go ahead." We took pictures and shit, but yeah, I got the whole layout. Louis Vuitton studio. Showed me the Bugatti. I took 5 keys. Uh, you walk in the crib. He got 6 Harleys and glass cases that you can't even touch. Custom crazy shits. Crib is retarded. Typical Scott. He a movie. Scott was a walking movie.
What do you remember Scott saying to you? I remember Scott infamously saying to me, Mikey T, all of my best friends used to have Bentleys.
Let me see. What did he say to me that I remember?
Do you want some weed, maybe?
Oh yeah, definitely. He definitely let us roll up. He definitely had the gas. What stuck out to me though was funny is like as soon as we kind of got there, he had his white robe on and shit, and he didn't have his glasses on. And he called somebody. He was like, "Yo, bring my suitcase down." So come down with the suitcase. He pop open the suitcase. This nigga, he's like, "Yeah, it's about over 2 million in glasses in there." Like, what the fuck type of glasses this dude got? He just going through his little suitcase, picking his frames to put on his shit. Then he started rolling up. We talked for a while. We chilling in that part of the house, and then we go to the studio side. And like I said, Louis Vuitton, everything. Louis Vuitton walls. He had that shit on the like the edge of the equipment of the studio of the equipment. Like I'm like, bruh, this shit is retarded. But yeah, I think for me, what I remember him saying was, "I got what it takes." He was like, "Yo, you fucking talented. You got this shit." Like I remember that for sure,
You
for sure.
recorded the song in front of him, or did you just do beat selection?
We did beat selection, and I did one record with Knox in front of him, and he loved it. That was on his beat.
That's what's
And
up.
no disrespect, but I might have got out on Knox on that because everybody was fucking with my verse.
I want you to tell me about the importance of DVDs. You came in an era where you couldn't be popping if you weren't on the DVDs.
Yeah,
Personally, I found tons of talent from like We Are the Streets,
right.
Sub Zero.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the DVD game, you had to be in it. Back then, how you pretty much was getting signed was either you was pulling up the record labels, like really fucking knocking on A&R doors and shit, like really outside rapping for the motherfuckers, or the DVD circuit was the way to get yourself out there. Well, because DVDs were everywhere. You know, hood to hood DVDs, all types of shit. So and each hood, I guess, is like bootleg spot. You got the little hood spots. Everybody got the mix where they sell the mixtapes and DVDs. It was very important to be on those. And there's a lot of guys that wasn't on them that was hot also, but we don't know about them today because they didn't make the circuit. You know what I mean? And I came right home from placement to the circuit. So we kind of skipped that part, but whatever. I was acting up. I think I told you, run away from home, grandmom, all that shit, hustling, um, caught a case, and I got sent away. I did 18 months. So I came home when I was 18. So from 16 to 18, pretty much. And then next year after year, because 19, I got signed. So yeah. But when I came home, um, Eddie Mars, my big brother, he knew Big Star. And he was like, "Yo, you got to meet Star, bro." And he called him, and he was just like, "Yeah, my young boy just came home from placement. He fucking fire." I think Star pulled up like a day or two later with the camera, and I spit for him or whatever before the camera even came on, and he was just like, "Nah, this little dude is crazy." And that's when we just started doing the tours. He's like, "What you think about taking this shit outside of Philly? We're gonna go on the road with it. Let's go to a few places." I'm just like, "Fuck yeah!" So you got Philly versus Harrisburg, Philly versus New York. We had Philly versus Baltimore. We just started branching out, and in the local areas. We didn't get all like to the Midwest or down south or no shit like that, but we started moving around on tour with the battles, and that shit just went viral, man. Battle rap is the rawest form of hip hop. If you're a true lover of hip hop, you love words, you love lyrics, wordsmith, how that shit put together, and especially if a guy got character with him and know how to deliver it. So it's intense. It's like boxing. You know, it's some shit to see. So battle rap is always something that people were just drawn to. Two fucking pit bulls off the leash, face to face, who could spit that shit better. So it was very important. I thank God for the DVD era. Uh, Shit changed my life, bro. 'Cause like I said, without rap, who knows? I could have been another statistic of Philadelphia. Rap really saved my life, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter if I didn't make it to the mainstream or whatever, but you got to think about it. Success is really what you make it. So when I was young, yeah, we all wanted money, but when you're young, you don't really think about money. You're just like, man, I want to be the best. I want everybody to know me. I achieved that. So I guess I'm successful. I'm in the mouths of the greats, man. You know what I'm saying? With no record label, no funding. A lot of these dudes had to get signed by people to get their buzz worldwide. Think about that. So I'm blessed on different levels. God, my road, my path, everybody's path is different, but I love the path that I chose. It was the longer path, but the only thing I'm missing right now are the super finances. I am financially stable. Of course, I'm doing well in life, but them super finances, all the work that I put in, I should be way more. Like I should be a million, at least 20, 10 in my bank account somewhere. But other than that, I got all the accolades of the game. I got the recognition. Everybody know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and to still be legendary so many years later, uh, it's a blessing. And I touched the world, like I said, with no help, just me. A lot of people say self-made, but I don't feel like they can claim the title. People tend to forget the help that they had. This was me rapping my heart out on these cameras that touched the world. That and that's once again made it the Eminem Rap God video with 40 billion fucking views coming out of the mouth of 50 Cent, Mace, uh, Rihanna baby dad, ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, shit me and Meek had going on. There's so many more athletes and a lot of dudes that when I was young and they were younger than me was watching me and they in position now. It's a blessing. So I'm coming for everything that's owed to me, dog.
You said, "I'm the one who made YouTube matter."
I did.
How did you feel about the transition from MySpace and the DVDs to YouTube?
I thought it was cool. It was kind of weird in the beginning because just to have so much in your face, like it was so much to do. Like when the computers started to come out, like YouTube, and we was able to see everything and tap into different shit and shit that you wouldn't normally see unless somebody went and filmed it and put it on a DVD or something. So it was new. It was exciting, and like I said, I was doing YouTube views that high before people even knew they can go that high. Like, and, it's crazy to me, bro. It should be mind boggling to me. Like, why I'm not somewhere in a Ferrari, you know, on fucking 50 acres of land or something. Like how do you create something like that? And it's not like I'm the creator of rap. Nah, not at all. I'm never saying that because there's nothing new under the sun. But after the state property wave, that's me, dog. That's me. That's me in Philadelphia. That's me. Period. And yeah, with some names out here, there's a lot of talent out here. Who run it though? The views never lie.
I don't think you had to be Steve Jobs to realize like YouTube is gonna be the new thing. Let me go and make an account.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's crazy, but somebody got on it before me though. You know what I mean? We was talking about that earlier, whereas though I didn't really get a chance to reap the benefits off of YouTube. And it's still a future. Me and my people's already talking about getting me a meeting to even go up there and really, you know, up there to the building in person and sitting down with somebody and telling my story. They know my story. The numbers is there, everything, all the history there, and let them know that like I was robbed of a lot of things. If you go look up my highest view videos, you'll notice it don't say my YouTube channel. It's some fucking guy that I don't even know. I don't even know these people reaping the benefits off of me. You know what I'm saying? People that built platforms and shit off me. Niggas got homes and cars off of me, off of things that off of things that I've built. Like another one, Say Cheese TV. A lot of people, if you know about Say Cheese and you don't know the history behind it, did I did I did I make his company? No. But where did he get his company from? Me. Title and all. That was an actual documentary and a mixtape for me that was supposed to happen that got like fucked up because of the weird shit. Like, he actually went on Vlad and said, "Oh yeah," he like, rapper Reed Dollaz. Vlad like, "Yeah, I know about Reed." He's like, "Yeah." Well, I'm in the car listening to his mixtape, Say Cheese, and I thought the name was catchy. It was hot, and I just named it that and ran with that. Oh, okay. I
Hey
inspired.
Cheese was your mixtape from 2006.
Yes, and documentary, and yeah, it's like okay, I'm not looking for you to, I wasn't even looking for money. It was like, bro, you didn't even support me. How the fuck can you build a platform off of someone? That's like how you build a you admit to building a platform off of my shit, off of my brand. I inspired you, but you have never once to come back and say, "Yo, bro, can I get an interview on you? What you promoting? Can I post something for you?" Not once, Mike. Not one time.
Somebody like Soldier Boy might be like, Reed?
It
How do you think Soldier Boy would feel about your comments? Because he might see this interview.
doesn't matter. Facts are facts. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. If we need to upload dates, I could do that for you too. When my first video was uploaded to YouTube, and let's compare dates, and then we can say who did it first. It's just that simple.
Would you engage in a battle with Soldier Boy?
A battle, like rap
Even an
battle.
online back and forth.
I mean, yeah, if he not giving me my credit or what, like, bro, you like the fuck, you ain't the first to nigga, you like the first man on the moon or something. You ain't the first to do everything, little nigga. You know what I mean? Like I was first to do that. You might have been first to make the money or make some fancy little dance and do all that shit. All right, cool, that's your accolades, but that's me, bro. I'm Ray J. I hit it first.
I know it was probably a long time ago, but can you tell me what was the whole thing that sparked the problems with you and Meek Mill?
It wasn't, the crazy thing, it wasn't really a problem. We were just competitive young boys, man. That's what I'm saying. It was gladiator school. Meek wanted my spot. I was before Meek. That's what I'm saying. It was me first. I was the one popping on the tour off the streets first. Then came the street battles. See, people got to learn that the timeline. Too raw for the streets came first. I was already out there. I was gone. I was DVD. I was a household name. I was gone. Meek knew what to do. If you want to be the best, you got to come at the best. It's simple. He picked and he picked and he picked. He was hungry. He dissed and he dissed and he dissed. And to the point I remember trying to block it. Like, man, I ain't, I'm already, like I felt like that part was behind me. It's like, all right, I ain't got over these loops. I'm beating niggas in these battles. I'm already goaded. Why am I giving this dude attention? Not that I didn't respect his pen, because he always was fire. But it's just like I was trying to ignore it because I already made a couple dudes get names by me just responding. So I was like, man, I was brushing it until my homie was like, man, bro, man, nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, no, he getting, it's getting out of pocket. You gotta say something, bro. I'm like, all right, man. So I engaged. And once the spotlight was back on him, you know how that shit go. I say something, I say your name. Now niggas like, oh, who that? Oh shit. Well, what he got to say back? And there it go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was my spot. And he was hungry. Meek wanted it. We all was going at it, but Meek wanted it the most. I was going at it with everybody. I was going through it with Bugsy, Joey Jihad, D Jones, Meek Mill, Cheek Raw. I was going through the whole shit. I was like the first Philly 50 Cent. Like literally. Like literally. You know what I'm saying? Without the getting shot shit and all that. But as far as like beefing on niggas, barking on niggas, and that was me. I was going through it with everybody. Like literally. So yeah, man, that's how it really started, I engaged. He just was consistent. And that's when deals came around. So it's like I had everything first. Like I had the DVDs and all that first. Boom. All right, now he in the mix. Now, boom, I get signed. Because remember I told you, at 19, 20, I get signed. So now I'm the first nigga to get signed out the pack. You feel me? So before niggas touching money, I'm living a life. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm already living. You know what I'm saying? Like I had so many cribs and condos and fucking, I was living on Broad Street, 640 loft building. Every time I go off my balcony, nigga, I could see damn near the brim of William Penn hat. I was doing these things at a young age. Niggas, bro, my life is retarded. I've been seasoned. I've been ahead of my time. From being raised by my grandmama alone, hanging around the OGs, I'm too ahead of these dudes. Like I've been doing all this shit. Like, so I was always like first. And like I said, after I got signed, they had intentions. It didn't work. Meek got signed. Boom. He went to a major. And he went his way and I went mine. And that's how that happened.
So what made Meek Mill wake up one morning and decide to diss Reed Dollaz?
Because in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. I can't really tell you the mind frame of exactly what, but what I'm getting from it is we this rap shit is what we love, So it's like, if you hungry, all right, how can he was thinking right, because that's how I was thinking. Because when I came in, I believe Cheek Raw was before me, a few months and all that, maybe like a year or something before me. He was already on Too Raw for the Streets, because I just come on from placement. You feel me? So he was already in the streets on the Too Raw for the Streets. So I went at him because I felt he was the best. Right? Got him out the way. Meek did the same thing. In order to be the best, you gotta be the best. And that's this at the time where controversy in Philly was just a thing. Like it was dope. It was like it was lyrical. It was like, lyrical warfare. It was gladiator school. So he knew in order to get that buzz that he was looking for, you got coming the top guy. You got coming the top guy. Period. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit went down.
Did you really pull up on Meek Mill on the south side?
On the north side.
Oh, the north side. Can you take me into that?
Yeah. Shit. We was Young Bob was a part of their camp. So, and back in these days, you had the rappers, you had the cameramen, the guys that were doing the DVDs. So Too Raw for the Streets, that was Big Star. Young Bob, that was the dude that was putting out Headshot DVDs. Headshot was Meek Mill, Joey, all of them. That was all they guys. So he would pretty much shoot all of their footage. So, but it was never no like real beef, like fighting and shooting and shit. He loved us all. Like he fucked with us all. He wasn't biased because he wanted us on the DVDs too, because it made it sell better, right? So we all had good relationships. One day he said, yo, man, I need y'all on the DVD, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to come down, get some footage. I'm like, damn, I want to get on this one because I knew this DVD was going to be fire. So I'm like, all right, fuck. I'm like, well, where you at? He like, I'm down north. I'm down Birch Street. I know that's me, good. That's where they all from. They all from down in that area. So I'm like, all right, cool. We gonna pull up. So me and my man Eddie, we pull up down there. Just me and Eddie. It's just two of us. You know what I'm saying? We pull up. Um, we in the trenches. We know that. We know where we at. Philly is the trenches, period. But we in they trenches. So we pull up. The young bulls start going crazy. There's a little Chinese store in their corner and shit like that. So it was a lot of little kids hanging out and shit like that. And at this time, we like hood famous. I'm like fucking hood bow wow. I couldn't walk no fucking where without Reed Dollaz, Reed Dollaz. So we down north, the young bulls start going crazy. Yo, Reed Dollaz, yo, my God, yo. 5 people turn into 15, 15 turn into 50. Next thing you know, we got a fucking mummers parade out that joint, right? and I'm rapping, so I'm giving bars for the DVD. Somebody in that crowd, yo, Reed down here must have called me, right? They come up, they slide up like 2, 3 cars deep, right? It's like a movie. So I see everybody as I'm rapping, everybody, at certain bars, they, oh shit, that was fire. But then I hear niggas because I'm locked in on the camera, but I'm watching my surroundings also. So I hear niggas go, oh shit. But it wasn't from a bar. It wasn't from like a line that I said. It was like, oh shit. So I made me turn around. I see the cars pull up. You can see this, all this footage is out. I see the cars pull up. I peek 2 seconds, but I'm still rapping. I never stop rapping. So I'm spitting, look at the camera. I see the cars pull up. I'm still rapping. I see who it was. I get a glimpse. Turn my head back around. Keep doing my thing. I'm here. Whatever today is going to be is going to be. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And it was love. You know what I mean? Like I said, we never had a beef. It was never like a beef. Philly is a real place. Niggas really die behind shit. So it was never a beef. We just two niggas with passion. If it would have ever been a beef, 9 times out of 10, it probably wouldn't even been from me and Meek. It probably would have been from our niggas. You know what I'm saying? Our homeboys. You know what I mean? On some street shit. But yeah, it was no beef. And it was actually love. We took a picture that day. Whatever. I rap. He joined the cipher. He rapped. DVD got bigger because now this is our first time being in the presence of each other. You know what I mean? I'm down his hood. So yeah, that's how that went. You know what I'm saying?
So was it not really a situation that had to be deaded by mutual friends?
Um, I feel like me and Meek shit wasn't on that. But it was other shit in our camp that was getting out of hand between their camp and our camp. You know what I mean? Where things could possibly cross the line. So that's where shit was getting out of hand. You feel me?